Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Shingeki no Bahamut Virgin Soul, or you can call it Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul, which is on episode 5. Now, this episode right here was pretty cool, not too bad. It had a little small moments here and there, and it looks like to me that child, or should I say the golden child that I always call him, is going to have a giant role to play. Although it was confirmed that he was going to have a role to play, but depending how big the role will depend how the world is going to bring about the change of things. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that many of the demons are being rallied up by the Rag Demon, which is Azazel himself, to get ready to attack the capital. However, they felt doubt at first because the human strength and power has been growing, and they literally annihilated and put them into the brink of slavery and extinction possibly. But Azazel tells them that there's a dragon that's going to help us out in the process of taking back the pride that the demons have lost and become powerful once again. Aside from the rallying of demons, we have to it that what's her name again? God dang it. Nina is taking Muguro out for some shopping spree. I thought he was a boy, but she ends up calling him a girl. Otherwise, she doesn't know how to dress correctly in terms of like how anyone else would dress. But I don't know if Muguro is a boy or a girl, but I don't know what the case may be. He looks like a boy to me, and I called him the golden child. But doesn't matter on that. She actually found some ruckus where some guy's treating the demon's slaves poorly, and she tells him to knock it off and try not to cause a scene. He threatens her that he will make her into a slave as well. But honestly, there's one thing that they don't even know about her, is that like if they heard about her arm wrestling, then they should understand that she's not some ordinary girl that you should f with, you know? She was about to get into a fight and so forth, and I was looking forward to that. But Muguro, on the other hand, well, I called her the golden child, or him the golden child, ends up using magic from her eye and release the demons from being enslaved, you know? And they end up rampaging on the owners who treated them very, very badly. Aside from that, we have to it that the angel realized that it's the child, you know? And they try to find her, but they couldn't find him or her anyway. Although they call it a him, I don't know what the case may be, because forget me being a little like amputated here and there, but we have to it that the Orleans Knights are training right now, and of course one of the Knights is feeling doubtful about Kaiser because that person actually joined the Knights rankings because like Jean Diog, you know? But the moment he joined the rankings of the Orleans Knights, she was gone. And we already know where she is because of Sharios's mistreatment, or should I say like trying to get her to join his cause. Aside from what's been going on with the Orleans Knights, we have to it that Kaiser is trying to talk to Rita and try to confess some kind of feelings. At first, I'm thinking about my, don't tell me you fell in love with this zombie girl. But that wasn't the case. He was blabbering on how the events are going right now, and how people are looking, how his knights are looking down on him. I'm thinking in my mind, yo, man, stop rambling on right now, dude. And Rita just punches him in the face because she's sick and tired of his rambling, and she was actually excited a bit, or nervous, because Kaiser invited her to lunch and thought he was going to confess to her. I thought it was a love confession too. I won't deny that. I was just smiling a bit when I was looking at that scene by going, are you kidding me? Aside from Kaiser rambling on, we have to it that the woman who's looking for the child comes to the Bacchus and Hamsa's carriage and tells them to like just find the child and follow my orders. You want to return back to the heavens or not, huh? And therefore we have to it that Nina asks like, who's that person that was in your carriage or something, a colleague or something, when she tries to interrogate the duck man, the Hamsa or something. But he didn't answer much. But aside from what's been going on, it looks like the demons are getting ready to rally their forces and get ready to go to war. But we also have to it that there's a scene between like Kaiser and Sharios. Although Kaiser knows that Sharios might be angered by the words he's saying, Sharios tells him to continue on with his words. He tells him what he's doing might be a little screwed up or messed up, etc. But Sharios says that this is all for the benefit for mankind. We humans have been trying to live on and be in prosperity, while we always been at the foot and always been on the ground before the gods and the demons. And Sharios says that I actually grabbed the power for humans and all of us all together to make a world that's meant for humanity, not by the gods and demons alone, where we had to be on their foot and be at their mercy, you know? And we have to it that Kaiser says back that I could see that humanity needs to change, but if we continue this hatred and cycle of killing and anger and rage is never gonna stop. Although Sharios tells Kaiser, like, don't worry, I'll find that power to change all that. Although Kaiser still argues that we would never be here if it weren't for demons, gods, and humans working together to stop the Bahamut. Although, Sharios does end up with him telling, live however you want to live, but if you get in my way of any type of movement, etc., or in my way of my plans, I will kill you and strike you down with no mercy. And therefore, we see a scene with Bucus and Hamza trying to look at the boy or the girl, whatever, to see if that's the child that Nina mentioned, because she ends up blabbling and talking about, Muguro, or the golden child, I call him or her, about his or her powers of using her eye and then getting rid of the demon colors. And they end up realizing that might be the child that the angels are looking for. I'm thinking in my mind, right, you're having your own greed come back to you again, etc. It's really starting to annoy the hell out of me. Although, I can understand why they're trying to do it or why they're getting that, but it's still, ridiculous in other cases. Aside from that, we have to it that it ends up with a certain post-credit scene with Bucus and Hamza thinking in the mind, what does she think? Who do you think this carriage belongs to? I'm thinking in my mind, then why do you let her boss you around then? Sheesh. She made it her home and you just let her come along. So, there's no denying that. Aside from certain shoppings with Nina and some scenes with Muguro, the golden child, and then the Orleans Knights and Kaiser's ranting or rambling to Rita, along with many other scenes of where the gods are looking for the golden child, and the rag demon Azazel is getting ready to rally the demons and get ready to destroy humanity or take back the pride that the demons once had. And of course there was the important scene between Sharios and Kaiser, which is one of my favorite scenes, by the way, about the clashing of ideologies and how things should be and how it should not be. I appreciate how things are going on right now, because it looks like to me events are starting to get a little hectic from here on out. Although it is taking it, I'm still confused and a little iffy biffy with Nina's actions and personality. Although her actions seem a little naive at first because she doesn't know how things are done in the world of humanity, I still appreciate the fact that she's trying to adapt to it for the time being. Overall, pretty cool episode, not too bad. I look forward to see where the world is going to be heading to, along with the Golden Child, because I know that Golden Child is going to have a role to play in the world of Bahamut. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, alright, I'm off for Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.